Hello. The weather has turned a distinct shade of miserable. For the moment, the leaves are still green and it still looks like a typical British summer. A rainy day is actually very suitable for today because it is the last day for poor old Project Mick. Just the last few bits coming off of this before it goes to that rather unfortunate place. The Rover 45 has discs on the back and a new caliper. Caliper came off easily enough, but the rest of these are rather rusted up to the extent where some of them are snapping. That one in there snapped off. That one looks like it might just snap as well. Well, this looks rather promising. Look, a break in the clouds. Now then, a quick walk around this car will reveal there's nothing left to take. I'm not storing that tailgate, shocker off that side, the rest of it won't come off. Interior gone, dash gone, etc. This door's only staying on because it's got a dent. That mirror's coming off. As you can see, there's no engine in there. There is a radiator, but that's staying on there because I managed to break the spigot, rendering it useless. Around the other side, both doors gone, and steering wheel of course, but the suspension didn't work out on this side because that's rounded off down there and there's only so much time left. Next is the bit I really don't like. Project Steve. The end. This is it. He's going now. There's nothing else to take off, and if there was, it's too late. If you like sunshine and you like rain, today is the day for you. Like a prisoner of turd, trapped in the toilet because of the rain. Just before I go home tonight, I thought I'd tell you about what's happening with that car known as Project Nigel. You see, I'm thinking of having a almost feature-length episode of Project Nigel because as of next month, that car is going off the road and onto a saw where I shall do some jobs. And I'm thinking maybe early next year is going to bounce back into action like a spring bunny, and bounce it will do, full of new things, different coloured panels possibly, some engine work, a few other bits that I may have mentioned before. So should I do it or should I stop arsing around? I think we already know the answer to that question, and in fact it was a very, very silly question indeed because of how obvious the answer is. Yesterday, while in conversation with my friend Dom and a young chap who bought the Streetwise, we talked about men not growing up, and I've heard that men don't actually reach proper maturity until about 43. The really bizarre thing about that is that straight after that particular episode is going to be a midlife crisis. Admittedly, my midlife crisis is rather different to most, but then I'm a bit different to most people. That's what I think anyway. I think what happens is, as a man, you spend your whole life larking around, acting irresponsibly, just doing what you feel, and then suddenly something clicks and things start to fall into place and you start being sensible, and then you get bored with that after about a year, and then you go back to being daft. In whatever way it was you was being daft in the first place, you just do exactly the same again.
End!